So you're thinking about moving to Washington, D.C., or maybe you already live here and you want to live in the prestigious neighborhood of 16th Street Heights. Well, today we're going to be talking about the neighborhood in full depth, taking a look at 3 homes at 3 different price points. We're going to start off in the 800s, in the mid 1 millions, and the last home we're going to be looking at is going to be right around 1,950,000. Call it 2 million if you wish. But without any further ado, let's get the day started. So if this is your first time to the channel and you want to learn every single thing about living in the Washington, D.C. metro area, you've come to the right place. My name is Bashir, and our team gets calls and emails every single day from people just like you looking to make a move to the Washington, D.C. metro area. So whether you're thinking about moving in 10 or 100 days, feel free to give us a call, text, or email, or you can schedule a Zoom call. All contact details are in the description below. So we're in 16th Street Heights, a very prestigious neighborhood in Washington, D.C. And right now we're on 16th Street proper. Right now, 16th Street Heights doesn't only consist of, the 16th Street corridor. So this whole stretch takes you all the way down into Silver Spring, Maryland. But there are cross streets. Right now we're on 16th and Varnum. And, it's just a beautiful neighborhood with a lot of huge single family houses like this one that you see behind me. It also consists of row houses in the neighborhood. And, there are lots of there's lots of greenery around here. Close proximity to Rock Creek Park. There are a lot of schools. If you have school-aged children, lots of options from pre-K, elementary schools, middle and high schools, which we're going to be taking a look at a few of those schools along with other amenities in the neighborhood. So why do people love the 16th Street Heights neighborhood, right? It really has that community vibe. Now, it's a pricey neighborhood. I would say that. Not the priciest in DC, but it's definitely above average when it comes to pricing in the district. Now, 16th Street Heights, it's a neighborhood that's surrounded by quite a few neighborhoods like Petworth, Columbia Heights, Crestwood, Shepherd Park, right? It sits in the middle of all those neighborhoods, and it shares the same zip code, 20011. The neighborhood is tucked away from all the action of the city and all the bright lights and all that stuff. We're only 5 miles away from downtown DC. So if you wanted to live in a neighborhood that, is still in the city, but it's kind of tucked away from all the, the hustle and bustle of the city, you might want to consider 16th Street Heights. So with all that being said, let's take a look at the neighborhood and then we'll take a look at some homes. So let's drive down the 16th Street corridor and see what the neighborhood is all about. Now, this corridor is actually the most prominent section of the 16th Street Heights neighborhood, and it actually takes you all the way into Silver Spring, Maryland. One thing you notice as you drive down the corridor are these huge houses of worship, from churches to synagogues, shrines, and temples. And there are actually about 50 of them on the corridor with different architectural styles, adding a flair and character to the visual and overall aesthetic of the neighborhood. The corridor is actually nicknamed the Highway to Heaven, which is quite funny, but makes sense due to all the houses of worship. Another notable trait about this corridor are the huge homes, ranging from mostly traditional style brick colonials to contemporary residences. Now, this is a bit of a busy street, but the homes are tucked quite further away from the main street that when you're actually in the homes, the noise from the vehicle traffic doesn't seem to be that much of an issue. As far as transportation goes, 16th Street Heights isn't the most accessible neighborhood by train, and there's no direct metro line that services this neighborhood because this is more of a suburban neighborhood in DC. However, there are many bus lines that service the area and take you downtown, which is only 3.8 miles away. As far as home values go, houses in the neighborhood sell for as low as $850,000 on the low end to as high as $2.5 million, and any price in between that range depending on size, layout, condition, and other features. Now, seeing that 16th Street Heights is a very desirable neighborhood to get into, when the homes come on the market, they usually only tend to stay on the market for an average of 10 days before a home receives an offer and gets sold. Now, let's explore some other features of the neighborhood. For green spaces and outdoor recreation, there's quick
and convenient access to Rock Creek Park. On Hamilton Street, there's a Hamilton Recreation Center, which features playgrounds and 2 basketball courts for children of all ages. On 14th Street Northwest is the highly rated LAM PCS, which stands for Latin American Montessori Bilingual Public Charter School. John Lewis Elementary School on Farragut Street Northwest, and McFarland Middle School on Iowa Avenue Northwest. Other amenities in the neighborhood on 14th Street Northwest include Second Wind CrossFit Gym, neighborhood favorite Marlin's Tavern, which serves locally sourced food and drinks. For grocery shopping, there's a Walmart on Georgia Avenue Northwest and also a Whole Foods market nearby at the parks at Walter Reed.
So the first home we're going to be looking at is not really on 16th Street, but it's still in the 16th Street Heights neighborhood, right? So it's right on Emerson and 14th. And just take a look at these huge, magnificent homes. This is what I really love about the neighborhood. And this is what other people do really love about the neighborhood. And it's very quiet, on a very quiet street right now. It's around 10 a.m. in the morning, and all you can hear are like the birds, right? Just an awesome, serene neighborhood experience. So we're right on Emerson and 14th. On 14th Street, we have a few local businesses, coffee shops, things like that. And we're also less than a half mile from John Lewis Elementary and the bilingual public charter school. So this is the first home we're going to be looking at. And what I really love about this home is that it has a lot of character, right? So even though there's been a little bit of updates, the home still maintains its original charm and character. And, you know, in the neighborhood, you're going to find a mix. You see newer homes like these ones that were recently, renovated with the newer finishes, the stuff that, you guys see on HGTV, because I know you watch those TV shows. But yeah, we're going to be looking at this house. This is a 3-bed, 2.5-bath house, around 1,900 square feet, and has a lot of original finishes. Now, it came to my attention that when I'm shooting these homes, I move too fast with the camera. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to try to slow down. You have my word, pinky promise. And because I don't want to make anyone dizzy, right? Seen a few comments about people thinking that I move too fast with the camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow it down so you can truly capture the essence of this property. Let's take a look. So right as we walk in, we have a powder room right there. And as you can see, everything is original. The doors, the trim going around, the light fixtures maybe, I don't know. But, and see, a lot of people think that these days, everybody wants the newest of the newest of finishes, right? They think everyone wants the white cabinets. And as a realtor working with buyers who have different tastes, that's not true all the time. Yes, do people like new stuff? Absolutely. But there's still a contingent of people out there who appreciate when a home has been restored and still has that original charm. Especially in DC. I think it matters what part of the country you're at. Now, if you go to somewhere like Miami or, I don't want to prejudice any specific state or city, but, the taste out there might be different. There's nothing wrong with that, but it is just what it is. So we have this sunroom right off the kitchen. And then, just little things like this, right? You don't see in a lot of homes. They got the tile in the kitchen instead of the hardwood floors. Have the gas range. So let's check out the basement. So the basement is unfinished. Not much to see down here, but I guess I might just show it. So Now, if someone bought this home, they could, I don't know, maybe finish the space and have it count as livable space, because as it sits right now, the home is only around 1,900 square feet. So, you know, put a bathroom right there, I suppose, or, oh, no, maybe add an additional half bath to the home. But let's go upstairs and check out the rest of the home. So living area with the fireplace, and the floors are in great shape. These seem like the original floors. We have these windows right here. We have a closet. Now, it's not the brightest in here because, I mean, I don't know. It's not the brightest of days, but, you know. Okay, so we're on the third level. This is bedroom. This is the main bedroom. So have this, I guess, sunroom. You get this view of the neighborhood. This is just amazing. Closet space. And we have the full bath. Then I think we have more closet space right here. Yep, so decent amount of closet space. For those of you who have a lot of clothes, that might not be nowhere near being enough. But, okay, so we have this interesting combo. So I guess this would be the bedroom technically. And over here would be some kind of, maybe some kind of office nook. I mean, you can comfortably fit a queen size bed in here. Well, not comfortably, you can fit a queen size bed, but it's gonna be tight. Then we have an attic. And then the full bath in the hallway. And this is bedroom number 3. Get the view of the huge yard. We have more closet space. I mean, typical DC closet space. Nothing too exciting. So let's head outside and take a look at the yard. Okay, so all this yard space is yours, and there's a parking pad right there. So to get access to this back space, you'd have to drive in the alley, and that's your parking pad. So home sits on a 7,100 square foot lot, so huge lot. So that's it for the tour of this home. And let me know in the comments, if you live in DC and you have plans on buying a home, or if you're moving to DC and you would love to buy a home in DC, What do you prefer? Do you prefer a home that's fully renovated, or do you prefer a home that is in good condition, it's livable, move-in ready, however, there's still some semblance of, original charm in the home? What do you prefer? Let me know in the comments. Let's take a cruise up and down the street, see what this street in particular looks like, and then we'll head over to the second home. Okay, so we're looking at home number 2 now, right on 15th Street, a block over from 16th Street proper. Now, this home I'm excited about because it has a certain feature that not a lot of DC homes have, right? And I'm gonna keep it as a surprise until we get into the home, but it's something really exciting. Now, this particular home is a 5-bed, 3.5 bath, 3,600, yes, 3,600 square foot row house, which is almost, not really common in the city. So anyway, let's go take a look at this masterpiece, and you can let me know what you think. Okay, so let's check out this 3,600 square foot masterpiece. So as we walk in, exposed brick on the walls, wood burning fireplace, and then we have these windows bringing a lot of natural light. So this is your entertaining area, your living area. And then we have recessed lighting all over, and these speakers as well, which is awesome for entertaining. And then look at all this space. So we have this huge island right here, which sits 8 people, in addition to the dining over there, which sits an additional 8 people. So you can just picture family gatherings with friends for holidays, things of that nature. We have the double oven, and then we have a ton of cabinet space right here. And we have this gas stove. Huge sink, dishwasher, more cabinet space. Then we have our pantry, the refrigerator, more cabinet space, and the wine refrigerator. So in this home, cabinet space is not something that's going to be lacking. And now we have currently all the recessed lights are on, but as you can see, it's unnecessary during the day because of all the natural light we get from the windows over there and these doors and the 2 windows. So we have these beautiful light fixtures right here. And then we have our deck and garage parking, which you can never go wrong with in DC. Garage parking, that is. Okay. Now, what do we have here? We have a powder room. So when we have guests, there's absolutely no need to go up or down because everything they need is right here on this level. Let's check out the basement. Okay, so this is a completely separate unit, right? Because we have a full kitchen. Well, not a full kitchen because there's no stove, but you can install one of those portable electric stoves on the countertops.
There's even space for a medium-sized dining table. And then I'm assuming we have more storage space right here. Yep. Full bathroom with similar finishes. And then we have a bedroom in the basement. It's a huge, well, I wouldn't say huge, it's just very lengthy. Then we have closet. There's also room for a washer and dryer right there. And second bedroom, similar layout. Then we have a closet right there. So access to this is gained from outside, or additional access is gained from outside. So right there in that closet, we just have the systems, the HVAC. Nothing really to see there. So let's head upstairs. Now, upstairs, the third level is really the selling point of this house, I believe, because there's something really interesting up there, which is every bedroom has its own bathroom, which is extremely rare in the city. Even in single family houses in the city. So seems like these banisters are the original. They were just painted black and white. And then we have the skylights up here. So coming up to the right are the first two bedrooms. That's the first one. And again, lots of natural sunlight. No need for lights during the day. Such a huge house, so it's important to conserve energy as much as possible. And the natural lighting does just that. So we have the bathroom. And then these toilets have lights in them, but don't think I'm gonna be opening that because I don't know what's gonna be in there. So it's the second bedroom. Again, similar theme, lots of natural sunlight. Then we have this bigger closet than the first one. And then we have our bathroom, full bath with a tub. Now let's head over to, so we have more storage space right here, and then we have our laundry room. So there's no bathroom on this level because there's no common bathroom because that'd just be redundant. Now, this is the owner's paradise. Got these high ceilings, and then we've got tons of natural light. Then we have closet space. Bet you weren't expecting a walk-in closet. Yep. So, and then we have another closet, which is also a walk-in closet as well. No, I'm just kidding. It's just a regular closet. That would have been nice.
Okay. And then we have this bathroom. You gotta find a different name for this because the bathroom doesn't do it justice. We have the dual sinks. Also have a skylight in here. Speakers. And then we have tub and a standing shower with multiple heads. So we have 1, 2, and then we have 6 mini heads right there, plus this one. So that's it for this section. Or that's it for the house tour. There's nothing left to show. So let's just take a look at this living space one more time because it's just that good. Okay, so wow, what I really love about this home is now it is a pricier home, $1.5 million. But at the same time, I've seen quite a few $1.5 million homes and just the value that this offers, right? With every bedroom having its own primary bath. I mean, its own full bath, sorry. That's almost unheard of in the city, and I can't stress that point enough. That's really huge. And then you have all the space that comes with that. You have the huge basement. We have garage parking on a quiet street, highly rated schools around. We have, different amenities, local restaurants. I mean, it just doesn't get any better. And we're a block away from actual 16th Street, right? So anyway, let's go take a look at the third and final home, which is an all brick, single family detached, which I'm excited to see myself. So let's head over and take a look. Okay, so we're back on 16th Street, and this next home we're going to be looking at is another masterpiece. It's a 7-bed, 6.5 bath, 4,600 square foot home. Now, this home is more of a restoration project than it is a full renovation like the other house, the second house that we just came from. So really excited to take a look at this one as well. This is the home right behind us. It's on 16th Street proper. We're back on 16th Street, right across the street from the church, right? So really excited to take a look at this one. It's has a fully finished basement with parking. Now, the street is a bit busy, which concerns a lot of people, but in my experience, most people who tend to live in this neighborhood don't care about that because, as you can tell, the home is kind of tucked off and away from the street. And when you actually go in, you don't really hear the noise because, it's a solid brick house, and that the street noise, the cars, it's been insulated against, right? So again, most people are willing to sacrifice that if they can live on, the 16th Street corridor. And I mean, you just see like these beautiful traditional homes with lots of character. And if you take 16th all the way down, it takes you into Silver Spring, Maryland, right? And you go back up this way, it takes you up to the U Street corridor, which is, an entirely different neighborhood, which we can save for another day. But without any further ado, let's check out this masterpiece.
Okay. So as we walk in, there's a coat closet right here in front, and it looks like two separate living areas. So there's one right there, and then the other one is over here. And then you can see out this door, it gives you that view of 16th Street. And of course you have your porch. It's just the front porch, so it doesn't wrap around. Now I do hear the cars a little bit, but because 16th Street, it goes all the way down to, Silver Spring in Maryland, but noise isn't that bad. So we have the fireplace right there. And then that goes down to the basement, that goes upstairs. And then we have the kitchen area. And then this, I guess, would serve as a dining. So decent amount of storage space, right? And the storage space, yeah, it's a lot. Gas stove, refrigerator, there's more storage space down here. There's a microwave over there. So, seems to have sufficient storage space that you need. And we have a powder room. I like this tile. There's a powder room on the first level, and interesting. So the home definitely, what do we have here? Okay, this is just a storage area. There's been some originality retained in the home. Now this is a 7, I like these banisters. This is a 7-bedroom home, and similar to the other home, it's 4 levels as well. So as we get up, that goes up to the 3rd level. We have just so you don't get confused with the layout. So when we come up the stairs, there's a bedroom right there, and then another bedroom right here. Or the bedroom starts right here. This is the master bedroom, right? So all that would be common space that takes you to this washer dryer area. So we have closet space right there. It's just the systems, and then the master bedroom starts right here. So we have a walk-in closet, or a mini walk-in closet. And then we have this light-filled bathroom. The tub. Also have a shower. Of course, for a second I was like, where was the shower? Okay, right there, because I know I saw it. There we go. Then we have the toilet with a door for privacy. Okay, so as we head out, back into the hallway, there's bedroom right here, which, similar to the last house, has its own bathroom. So the finishes aren't as, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not as, can't find the word, but it's not negative. It's just what it is. they're not as, I'll just say, they're not as great as the second house. But again, it's not a negative thing. It's not as posh as the first house, right? Because I guess that was not the goal with this property. This property seems more to me like a restoration of the original home versus a full-on renovation, if that makes sense. So as we go up to the third level, carpet up here, and then we have this bedroom. Closet. And we have this bathroom that serves for these two bedrooms. Yeah, the shower. And then you have this bedroom. I wonder what this is. Seems like, okay, this is just storage space right there. And that's the view of 16th Street, right across the street from the church. Got the bus for transportation that takes you all the way into Silver Spring, Maryland. And then we have closet space right here. So let's head down into the basement. So that's level 4. This is level 3 with the master, and then the other 2 bedrooms with full baths. And then this is level 3, which is the main level if we're coming from upstairs, and then the basement is right here. Okay, so there's 2 doors. First door is utility room, where the systems are. And then the second door takes us to the basement. And this is bedroom number 1 in the basement. Bedroom number 6 for the house total. Closet. And we have a full bathroom. This walk-in closet. So, more closet space. Now, this could be used as, what would you say? Yeah, a rental, right? So you could rent out this space. We have another bathroom right here, full bath with a shower. And then we have this bedroom with the closet right there. So could definitely be used as a rental. We have, there's a a gas stove, microwave, refrigerator, and the home has parking in the back. All right. So you would come off 16th Street, and then parking is right here.